Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire in history while battling plagues, wars, and betrayals. Yet he never lost control. How? Self-discipline. Not the kind that burns out in 3 weeks. The unbreakable kind. The kind that transforms boys into men, chaos into order, weakness into power. 10 principles. Your 2026 transformation starts now. Before we begin, understand this. 2026 will test you. It will test your resolve, your focus, your ability to stay the course when everything screams at you to quit. But here's the truth the weak will never accept. Self-discipline is not a talent. It's not genetic. It's a system. And Marcus Aurelius, a man who governed millions while leading armies, left us the blueprint. These aren't theories from a philosophy classroom. These are battle-tested principles from a man who faced death, loss, and impossible choices daily and never broke. In the next 40 minutes, you'll learn the 10 Stoic principles that separate the disciplined from the distracted, the powerful from the powerless, the men who shape their destiny from the boys who blame theirs. Stay until the end. Principle number 7 will change everything you thought you knew about willpower. Principle 1, control what you can control. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is the cornerstone, the foundation. Without this, everything else crumbles. Most people waste 90% of their energy trying to control things that will never bend to their will. The economy, other people's opinions, yesterday's mistakes, the algorithm, their genetics. And while they rage against the uncontrollable, they neglect the one thing that is in their power, their response. You didn't get the promotion. You can't control that decision. But you can control your effort in the next project, your skill development after hours, your attitude toward the boss who passed you over, the stock market crashes. You can't control that, but you can control how much you panic sell, whether you stick to your strategy. If you see this as disaster or opportunity, tonight, write 2 lists. First list, things I'm stressing about that I cannot control. Second list, things I can control in each situation. Burn the first list. Mentally, emotionally, burn it. It's dead weight. The second list, that's your power. That's where your discipline goes. Nowhere else. But knowing what to control is only the beginning, because discipline dies when reality hits harder than expected. Which brings us to principle 2. Principle 2, prepare for the worst. Begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall meet with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. This isn't pessimism. This is weaponized realism. The Stoics practiced something called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. They mentally rehearsed worst-case scenarios, not to live in fear, but to remove fear's power. Think about it. Why does discipline collapse? Because reality surprised you, the obstacle you didn't expect, the temptation you didn't prepare for, the pain you thought you could avoid. Discipline built on hope is discipline waiting to die. You commit to waking at 5 a.m. You imagine the perfect morning, coffee brewing, sunrise, energy. Instead, imagine the alarm screaming in pitch darkness, the bed feeling like heaven, the cold floor, the voice saying just one more hour, the headache from bad sleep. And because you've already lived that moment in your mind 100 times, when it comes, you're not shocked. You're ready. For every goal in 2026, write down the 3 worst things that could happen, the 3 biggest temptations I'll face, the 3 excuses I want to use. Now write how I'll respond to each, not if they happen. When they happen, you're not hoping for best. You're ready for the worst. Principle 3, remember you must die. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. You will die. Not someday, not eventually. Soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe in 50 years. But soon in the grand scheme of eternity. And when you do, no one will care about the excuses you made, the discipline you postponed, the man you could have been. This isn't morbid. This is liberation. When you truly accept your mortality, every wasted day becomes obscene. Every distraction becomes theft. Every lazy choice becomes a betrayal of your limited time. Imagine you receive a diagnosis. 12 months to live. Be honest. Would you still scroll TikTok for 3 hours? Would you still skip the gym? Would you still delay that business? Of course not, because suddenly time has value. Here's the secret. You already have that diagnosis. We all do. We just don't know the exact date. Set a daily alarm. 9 p.m. Label it memento mori. When it rings, ask, if I died tomorrow, would I be proud of how I spent today? Not every day will be perfect, but this question will haunt you into discipline. Principle 4, love the process. True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. Here's where discipline dies. Addiction to outcomes you can't control. Training for the six-pack, not the lift. Building for the million, not the day. Working for the trophy, not the craft. And when the outcome delays, discipline evaporates. 2 approaches to business. First approach, obsessing over revenue numbers daily. Every slow day crushing you. Second approach, obsessing over did I make 50 sales calls? Did I improve the product? Did I learn something new? First approach burns out in 6 months. Discipline dead. Second approach, still building 5 years later. Why? Controlling the process, not the outcome. For every goal, define the daily process I control, not the result I hope for. Want to lose 30 pounds? Don't focus on the scale. Focus on, did I hit my calories? Did I train? That's all that matters. Discipline lives in daily actions, not future fantasies. Principle 5, choose hardship. Seneca wrote, set aside a certain number of days during which you should be content with the scantiest food. Expose your body to hardship. The Stoics deliberately chose discomfort. Cold baths, fasting, sleeping on floors, walking in winter without coats. Why? Because comfort is a drug, and like all drugs, it makes you weak. Every time you choose the easy path, you train yourself to be soft. Every time you choose a hard path, you train yourself to be unbreakable. Can't handle a cold shower, can't skip one meal, can't sit in silence for 10 minutes, can't drive without music. Then life sends real hardship, job loss, breakup, failure, and you shatter. Why? You only practice comfort. But when you regularly choose discomfort, you practice suffering. Real crisis feels like just another Tuesday. Starting tomorrow, 1 daily voluntary discomfort, not punishment. Training, cold showers, 24-hour fast once a week, 30-minute walk in bad weather, no phone for 2 hours. Small doses of chosen suffering build immunity to unchosen suffering. Principle 6, control your judgments. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Read that again, slowly. Nothing is inherently good or bad. Only your judgment makes it so. Failure isn't bad. Your judgment that it's bad makes it feel bad. Rejection isn't painful. Your interpretation that it means you're worthless creates the pain. You get fired. The spiral, I'm a failure. I'm not good enough. My life is over. The alternative, this job ended. What can I control now? How can I improve? What opportunity does this create? Same event, completely different experience. Not because of what happened, because of the judgment applied. When something bad happens, pause. Ask, is this actually bad? Or am I judging it as bad? Then ask, what if this is exactly what I needed? How might this be good? You don't have to believe it. Just practice the question. It breaks automatic negative judgments. Principle 7, act immediately. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. This is the principle that will change everything. Because here's the truth. Tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow you'll be motivated. Tomorrow you'll start. Tomorrow you'll have time. Tomorrow you'll be ready. Lies. All lies. Tomorrow never comes. There's only now. You want to write a book. You spend 3 years preparing. Perfect outline. Perfect tools. Perfect time. Never write it. Die with the book inside. Or you write one page tonight. Just one. Imperfect. Terrible. But done. Do it again tomorrow. In 2 years, you have a finished book. Imperfect action now beats perfect action never. Right now, literally right now, pause this video. Do one REP of the thing you've been postponing. One push-up if you want to train. One sentence if you want to write. One call if you want to build business. One rep now. Because the gap between 0 and 1 is infinite. But the gap between 1 and 1 million is just mathematics. Principle 8. Detach from results. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny. For what could more aptly fit your needs? Discipline dies when you're emotionally attached to outcomes. Because outcomes will disappoint you. The universe doesn't care about your plans. Reality doesn't bend to your timeline. You launch a product. Work for 6 months. Emotionally invested. Needed to succeed. It flops. You're devastated. Discipline destroyed. Alternative scenario. You launch. It flops. You think, interesting. What did I learn? What's next? Discipline intact. Why? No attachment. You did your best. Then release the outcome. Before any important effort. Say, I will give everything I have to this. Then I will accept whatever happens. This isn't giving up. This is freedom. You're free to try without the prison of needing to succeed. Principle 9. Systems beat motivation. Didn't wake up motivated to rule an empire. He had systems that ran regardless of feelings. Motivation is a drug. Feels amazing. Wears off. Discipline is a system. Boring. Reliable. Unstoppable. You join a gym. Train hard for 3 weeks. Lose motivation. Quit. Or gym bag packed night before. Alarm set. No decisions in the morning. Car goes to gym on autopilot. No motivation needed. Tonight, design your 2026 system. Morning routine, exact time, exact actions, 0 decisions. Evening routine, same. Work routine, same. Health routine, same. Remove all decision points. Decisions require willpower. Systems don't. Principle 10. Purpose over pleasure. What is my duty? To do the work before me. The final principle. The one that makes everything else possible. Discipline without purpose is just torture. But discipline in service of something greater, that's meaning. That's power. You build discipline for yourself alone. Lonely. Hard. You quit. You build discipline to provide for your family. Lead your team. Serve your community? You don't quit. Can't quit. Too many people depend on you. Complete this sentence. My discipline serves blank. If you answer me, think bigger. Your family, your mission, your legacy, your God. Discipline for pleasure dies. Discipline for a purpose never does. 2026 is coming, and it will not be gentle. But you now hold what Marcus Aurelius held. The same principles that governed empires. The same discipline that conquered chaos. These 10 principles aren't theories. They're weapons. Use them, because the man who masters himself masters his world. And the man who masters his world, he builds empires. Welcome to your unbreakable year. Welcome to 2026. If these principles change your perspective, share this with one person who needs to hear it. Subscribe if you're committed to building an unbreakable